Hello.
Yes, I can. What about you?
I can hear you loud and clear. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. How was your day so far?
It's really good. And you might have noticed the background changes, right?
Yes, I
Yeah,
noticed.
this is
Yes.
actually like my grandparents' house, and this is
Mm,
my parents' room.
okay. You're right now. You're in your parents' room or in grand?
Yeah, in my parents. My parents will sleep here tonight.
Very nice. And how was your day so far? What did you do so far?
It's really good, and I think that I don't have to do much homework today.
Okay. And after this class, what will you do?
After
You'll
discussing, I might just go to sleep.
go to sleep. Okay. Now, we have here one interesting topic. I just want to have discussion with you. I found one interesting topic that can be really fantastic for both of us. It's about the dreaming. Okay, when you dreams about something. Okay, during the night, you have, for example, good dreams, bad dreams, etc. Okay, so do you have your dreams?
Yeah, I often dreams, but I think that you immediately forgot the dream as soon as you wake up. So I don't
Uh-huh.
remember any of my dreams. Yeah,
Okay.
most of us like that. We
Okay.
forgot 90% of the dreams when we woken up.
And can you remember some of your dreams, and tell me something that happened when you dream about? What is something that you were dream about that you can remember? Okay, some dreams I think that we all can remember. So,
I think that recently, for about a week from now, I haven't dreamed anything. Maybe
mhm,
that I got no special things to be dream of.
mhm,
So it's very normal. I just sleep and
mhm.
immediately wake up at the wake up in the morning and nothing happens.
Did you ever had the bad dreams
Bad
in the
dreams?
yes, bad dreams, something like
No, I haven't. No, I
Mhm.
haven't.
Okay.
Very
Uh,
rare. Maybe
yes.
that happened. I don't know. It's because of what I'm so small, so all of my bad dreams now I'm forgot all of them.
Okay, and did you ever heard, for example, that someone has a bad dreams?
No, I don't know.
hmm Okay, and what do you think? Why people are dreaming about something? Okay, so why people, for example, they dream about something, and what do you think? Why?
Uh, I think that the reason for that is because that dreaming helps you consolidate and analyze memories and like it serves as a rehearsal for various situations and challenges that one faces during the daytime. So
hmm
that's why that the reality and the dreams always have a connection.
hmm Okay, and for example, your brother, okay, did he, for example, my son was dreaming about and he was wake up screaming. Okay, his dreams were something about that is bad. So did your brother mention sometimes to you that about his bad dreams?
No, I haven't heard that before. Because
Mhm.
that when I wake up that I have to go I think that no one to say and talk about dreams since we forgot most of them. So even if we ask, we can't answer.
Mhm. Okay, and do you have, for example, these are not exact dreams. Do you have you're dreaming about something in the future that this is like you want something to happen. You're imagining something that you want to do. Do you have something like this?
No, I haven't.
Okay, and why? You
I don't know.
mhm. Okay, and for example, what is something that you would like to accomplish in the future? Is there anything that you want to accomplish? For example, that you want to achieve in the future?
Uh, no. I think that none of my dreams is about something that's huge. So I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is something that can be related to the dreams. Okay. Now let's talk about reality. You mentioned about reality. Okay. So, do you prefer? We call this. We have one saying in my country. Okay, this saying is related, for example, for smaller lies or what is the better? Okay, for example, when you have a small lie that this lie can help you, or something that is true, but it can hurt. So, what do you think? What is better in your opinion?
What the better in my opinion?
Mm-hmm.
I think of which what can you say again?
Okay, so you have, for example, small lies. Small lies, for example, or we call this white lies
Yeah,
in my country. This is something that, for example, you lie about something to your, for example, to
yeah,
your friend.
I know.
Okay.
I think the white lie is actually like a lie, but it's actually good. For example, that I think that the doctor that lie the patients about for example, if this bad is if the sick is really bad, they can only live for about a month. But the I think that like the doctor hide them to make sure that the patient don't get stressed. Or in Germany, for the like the asthma doctor, that they create fake bus stop to lie the asthma people so that they don't go outside randomly and they got lost because they know that that is not the home, and they will when they see a bus stop they know that they can get home, so they will sit there and wait for the bus. So in the evening they don't know what they are waiting for because they forgot fast. So the doctor and the nurse will come and tell that today's bus will come late. Let's go in, and if wherever the bus goes, I will tell. And once they go in for about 10 or 15 minutes, they forgot it instantly. So the white lie is actually very good because you don't make people stress about the truth. If there's a bad truth, but we don't want people to know, we can lie. Yeah, the white lie.
Okay. Yes, this is something that can be okay. So in some occasions can be good, but do you know some occasions that white lie can be bad?
White lie can be bad. I don't know because white lie is the thing that's doing that is good. So bad lies is for bad and white lies for good. I don't know. White
Okay,
lie
and
is always a good thing. So we
okay,
don't
and
call bad thing a white lie.
okay, but what do you think about telling the truth? Okay, so okay, do we always have to tell the truth about something? So what do you think about this?
Wait, what do you think about what?
Okay, do we always need to tell the truth, no matter what? Is for example, is it okay sometimes to tell not to tell the truth? What do you think?
I think that depending on the situations, that we should tell the truth. For example, if we broke the vase with bad scores, we're being fight, we shouldn't hide them. We are in some kind of that situation, we do talk to the parents to find the solutions. If we don't talk, only us are like getting in trouble. And the next situation is the white lie, where the truth is a bad thing that you don't want people to know because they get stressed. So if you lie them. Like two examples I have just said before. So depending on situations, we will have different solutions.
Okay, and did you ever okay, can you remember, for example, that you tell the white lie or something that is not so true? Can you, for example, tell me about one situation in your past?
I think that I haven't told a white lie before because I only know about two situations where people have to say white lie. Yeah,
Okay.
I only know two of them. So I haven't talked a white lie before.
Okay, and And what do you think about when, for example, we need to tell the truth, but the situation is really complicated? So what do you think about this?
I think that when we have to choose, do you know about the trolley problems?
No, what is that?
Okay, so I will tell you about the trolley problems. Okay, so the trolley problem is series of throughout experiments in ethics and psychology, involving supplies. I think God, wait, I don't know. So I was telling you like this. Okay, so I will copy it to an image to summarize the trolley problems. And I will explain. So you can see a train, and you are a person who are like sitting next to a lever. A stupid man is like I think that like putting 5 people in here. So all you have to do is press the lever. So the train go on another way. But that man also like second 1 viewpoint here. So you have 2 options. One is to save 5 people and let the train crush 1. And next one is save that people, but the train will crush 5 people in front of you. This is the trolley problems. Because there's no good options, you have to choose. So I think that the complicated lie you just said is like when you have no good options. If we tell, we will be bad. That if we don't tell, that wait, I think that some complicated things like this is when there's no good options. So you have to choose pick with 1 or 2.
So you need to basically you need to choose, let's say, something that is a least worst case scenario. Okay, you have 2 best scenarios. You need to choose one scenario that is you think that is better than the another one. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. So yes, I understand. Like I mentioned to you, I was in that situation a couple of days ago. Okay, I was in this particular situation when I get, if you remember, when I get the job. I didn't tell you everything because I forgot to tell you. Okay, so I have this job. I get another job, and they told me, okay, quit on other jobs, and you can work only for us. Yes, that is a good solution. But after 3 months, I don't have jobs where I quit. You fire me because I'm on a probation period, and I'm without a job. So and okay, so I decided to quit on this job to work only as a teacher. But okay, but we have. I forget to tell you that my friends recommended to me on this particular job, and their reputation. This is something because they recommended me to work for them. Okay, now I little destroyed their reputation because of this. So I told them that okay, I will start to work at the beginning, but now I quit, and practically I destroy a little bit of their reputation. Like you mentioned here, I need to choose. None of these scenarios was so good, so yes. I need to choose a scenario that works for me. And I was so I don't know how to say, so angry, sad, and furious in the same time. So I understand. And did you ever had this situation that you need to choose something that is bad, no matter what, like these pictures that you show me? Did you ever had this situation?
No, I haven't heard. I think that I only know about the trolley problems is choose 1 or 2 options when none are good. But about your situation, maybe that some workers in Vietnam also have that. Because of the amount of, I think that jobless in Vietnam is increasing in recently. So we have to choose to have a job but don't have enough salary to even care about yourself, or we don't have any job and we just die of hunger like that.
So basically, you want to tell me, okay, the similar thing is with educations at the jobs. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, so you will work, but you will not get education, but you need to work because you need money, of course. And if you don't get education later on, you will not get you will not have a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what is, for example, for you, what is the better solution for you? Let's say like this. I just want to show you something. Okay, to share with you something. What is the better solution for you? For example, let's say to have education.
Yeah.
And do some job that can help you with this, to get this education, to be poor. And after that, maybe you can maybe you can have a lot of money, or stop with your education. So what do you think? What is better for you in your country?
In my country, I think that the education is already pretty good. Or I think I would choose the option one.
Okay, and can you explain why did you choose?
I think that like if I stays with the education and earn a lot of money is actually pretty good, because that first is, I think the first thing is that like I can like training some good students, so they can grow up, they will be good citizen, so they will like donate a lot of work so to Vietnam, and I can also earn a lot of money, which can like pay the debt, so I can do some like huge things like that.
Okay, and what do you think about possibilities? For example, for you, where do you believe? Where do you believe it's better? It's better to let's say to live in your country, or in some other country. So where do you think it's better to live here, to stay in Vietnam, or what do you think?
So I think it would be better if I think that I can live like in some other countries, especially America and Australia, like that.
Okay, and why do you think it's better?
I think that because that is called something that I have just said before, is like the brain drain. Is for example, if for example like a brain drain is something that the genius from some developing countries like Vietnam that goes to another country that are developed, like Australia, Canada, America, Spain, and much more, because that they can have better chance to change the life, more chance to change the life. So Vietnam is completely running out of genius because of that. But I think that a better salary is already pretty good. And another example is that when a doctor or a teacher that just came into Vietnam after like studying overseas, and they are being given a lot of work. They're given a lot of work, but they can only receive about $300 per month, like that. But with that, I think that like with that certificate, they can make 10 times or even 20 times money in some more countries. So they will have better chance to go to there. So some people, even in poor country like Africa or Venezuela, they risk the life to go in another country because that's the only chance that they can like change the life. If they stay there, there's no chance that they will be out of poverty. They will be there for the rest of the life. And that's the first reason is the brain drain. And the next thing is probably the culture.
Culture? You mean
The
culture?
yes. And this is another drawback that the stock culture. I will compare some cultures that I see in Australia and Vietnam, so you can see the difference. Australia can drink water straight from. Wait, I don't know. The Australia can take and drink water that's straight from the water tap without any problems. And that water can also be used in shower, used in food, and using like to wash something, much more. One water can do a lot of things because it's fresh, even drinking. So when I bring that to Vietnam and I drink it, I instantly spit out because it was so dirty. This is the first culture shock. And the next thing is the transportation and traffic.
Yeah, I know that.
Notice, yes. Vietnam has 86% of families who has motorbike. But compared to Australia is nearly zero. I see no motorbikes. The road is just full of cars, but not so many. There is like the traffic not really bad, and traffic jams is something that's so rare that when you see a traffic jams, I think that if I work to watch this, since it only happened like once a month somehow like that. But in Vietnam, I think that traffic jam is something that I think that if you live near some big roads, you have to wear headphones at home because there were just like too many vehicles, and I am literally that swimming in the sea of motorbikes like that. The next thing that also shocked me when I'm going to Australia is the education. I think that I said to you in some previous class, but I want to say again. In Vietnam, that grade 9, but they studies the knowledge of grade 12 is normal. And in grade 12, you have to keep awake until 2 a.m. is normal. But in yes, and you also test from grade 5 to grade 6 is super hard. Do you know that when I'm studying grade 5 to grade 6, from 3,300 students, they only take 240.
Yes, so, you mentioned this.
Yeah, one fights against 10. But in Australia, they eliminate that. And they eliminate that. So grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you can go to grade 6 immediately. And then 7, 8, 9, and go to grade 10. Vietnam how to do tests from grade 9 to grade 10, and the chance that we can go increase from 1 per 10 to 1 per 50. Roughly 7%. It's very hard. But for example, but the 15 minutes Vietnam have a lot of tests. 15 minutes test, 45 minutes test, one class test, midterm test, and term test.
Wow.
But in Australia, only one kind of test. They do one assignment, one big assignment. And then that score will be scored for the entire term. It's very easy. And then there was the knowledge there, the knowledge itself. Vietnam is having way too many knowledge. The history book is as thick as the dictionary. Yes. I think that if I stack every single book I learned from grade 1 from now, it can reach the top of the ceiling of my house.
Wow. Wow,
but in Australia, the backpack is having I think that like 50% of weight of backpack is the
lunchbox.
Yes. But in Vietnam, do you think that every day that I carried 5 kilograms in my way to school and way back home, It's considered not a.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And the next thing is the studying outside.
Outside.
Vietnam is having a lot of like studying outside the class. I have to study that 6 days a week. Every day, literally every day. But in Australia, do you think that they eliminate that as well? Students go home if they finish the homework. When I'm talking about homework, Australia have literally 0 of them. But even half is very small. So when we finish that, they can rest easily. They can do anything they want. And next one is the book. The book is very, very thin. It's just like this. While Vietnam is like this.
Wow.
And I think that the 3 things that make me feel shock culture.
Shock culture.
Yes, when I'm going into Australia.
Yes,
like
but
the traffic. Yeah, the traffic, the routines, everything else is very, very good.
But your knowledge, okay, when you compare, for example, knowledge, okay, let's go back just a little bit. I just want to say something. When you come back, when we're speaking about your knowledge, something that you know, your knowledge is much better than their knowledge. Is that right?
It's much longer, much harder, and much more complicated.
Okay,
so have to explain about.
Okay, so what? And you think? Okay, and now when you, for example, when you know that your knowledge is much better when you compare to, for example, to Australia. Okay, so what do you think? Do you prefer? Let's say I want to be straight with you. I want to be completely straight with you. Okay, so we used to speak a lot about school and about how you need to study a lot, etc. So basically, if they have a theme books, if they don't learn as much as you do, so they will not be smart as you are. Is that right?
It's right.
So
it's yes. When I'm going to Australia in grade 8, can you imagine? I think that I am like 1,000 times better than our students because they haven't learned something like factorize the impressions or solve the puzzle like by making the impression. Is all of that thing is very, very complicated. So when I teach them, they don't know anything because the knowledge is different. They mostly study about real life. The real life things is much more important. The knowledge in book, it just covers about 15% of the knowledge, and most work will on computers. So I think that I will be smarter since I write a lot. In Vietnam, that computers can only be used for entertaining, for calling, for surfing, and a little bit more. But in Australia, it's a must-have, most essential, and can't be lost. Because almost 80% of work of students and even adults that works through computers. It's another culture that I'm being shocked because people use computers a lot. And you can even bring computers to school because you can do homework assignment there.
Okay, and what do you think, for example, if okay, so you need to carry a lot of books, okay, and you mentioned, for example, imagine this is like a laptop, not a laptop, tablet, that you can wear a tablet instead of your books. So what do you think? Is it better to wear, for example, tablet because you can have all the information that you have in books, you can have in one tablet like this, and you can use, for example, tablet for many subjects. So what do you think about this?
I think that the computer is way faster. Do you know that if you want to search a dictionary, if you want to search for a word in the dictionary this thick, it will take you minutes. Yes, but if computer, you do this less than 15 seconds.
Yes.
If you want to learn a word, if you write down the word in in the Google Translate, it will be like a tens of languages you can search for.
Yes.
And next one, yes, if you want to know like if you want to know how this problem solved, instead of having to ask someone, you can just go into the internet. It drop up hundreds of people with hundreds of ways to solve it. So way faster. But this can cause into one problem. It makes people lazy. When people are like when something that is fully automated, they will become lazy. Yes, they will become very lazy. So you know that in the past, the people were trying to invent like the machine that people can sit on them and it will bring wherever they want. But they stopped this idea because if we like depending on this, our feet and our arms will like to be degenerate. It will be degenerate, and at some point we can't even work anymore. And you'll know that everything from your chin down will be disabled because we don't walk. If we don't walk, we don't exercise, this will become the degenerate. Yes. So computers can make life so much easier, but it will make people much more lazy and the brain won't work. When something won't work for a long time, it will degenerate.
Of course. Of course, this is something that all the time can happen. And this is like in previous, let's say in years that we used to have, for example, when I was your age, we couldn't, for example, if I mentioned you before, if you want to watch a movie, you need to wait for example, 5, 6, or 7 days to watch some movie.
Yes.
Yes, but now it's much simple. It's very simple now. Go on a computer, download or find a movie, stream
and
movie.
Things like with movies, instead of having go to the cinema, you can just like download free from YouTube or Netflix. It drop out hundreds of films that you can watch.
Oh, except
much more simpler. Yes.
Except the new movies.
Yeah.
New movies, because they don't want to put these movies on Netflix or on the internet, because they want you to watch on the let's say on the
cinema.
Cinema, yes, because they want you to buy a ticket to go to watch the movie. And what do you think, in your opinion, what is better, to watch a movie in a cinema or in your home?
In cinema, I think that I prefer while watching at home, because I can like buy some snacks. It's much more cheaper than the popcorn in the cinema. Do you know that most people going to the cinema is only for eating popcorn? The popcorn in the cinema is very like delicious. So some people, they don't even read the name of the film. They go there just for eating the popcorn. Because that they are very delicious. And this thing is literally like it's the main source of money they make, not the film itself. The food in there is very expensive
and drinks,
but very delicious. Yes. So like thing trying to go in there to just eat it, because they kept the recipe in secret. Because if they if they spoil it, then nobody comes into the cinema anymore, except if they want to actually find films.
Okay. Okay, so yes, and okay, so you went to, did you ever, okay, you visited Australia. Now, I want to ask you about other countries. Did you ever visited some other countries around Vietnam? Not, did you ever go to some of these countries that are next to Vietnam?
I think that I haven't. I haven't go to Cambodia, China before.
Okay, and and what do you think about these countries?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
You didn't go, or would you like to go?
I think that I don't like to go since I don't know the language.
But
It's very hard to learn.
okay, okay, and why do you want, why you don't want to go? For example, is there anything that you can see in China or Cambodia? Okay, that you can see. Okay, is there anything that you can see there that is interesting to see it?
No, I don't find anything that interesting.
Okay, now, and what do you think about a system of education in China? Is it similar, for example, is education similar in China? So what do you
I
think?
don't know. I haven't explored about this before.
Okay, and okay, so we spoke here about, you mentioned about Australia and about some other countries around you. Okay, now I want to ask you about Europe. Did you ever consider, for example, to go to Europe?
No, I don't even know what Europe look like in the map. I don't know.
Europe?
No, I don't know about that.
No, in Europe, for example, you have countries like my country. My country is in Europe. Okay, you have some countries like let's say England, France, Germany. So what do you think? What is your opinion about these countries? Someday, would you like to visit these countries?
No, I don't because I don't know.
What you don't know?
I think that I don't know about the other countries except Australia because I don't mind find there.
Okay, but we have here England. Okay, in England you can speak English. In United States you can also speak English. So, what do you think about moving to these countries? Because you know to speak English. So, what do you think about these countries?
About the countries.
Yes, for example, to live in these countries.
To live. I think that I I think that I don't live if I have an opportunity to go there again.
Okay, but why? It's similar to Australia.
It's similar to Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Just I think that if I know English, that I can stay in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what are the main problems? Okay, because I'm having right now. I mentioned you that I have a friend. He's living in let's say in Vietnam. So what is the main what are pros and cons? Pros and cons are good or bad things about living, let's say, in Vietnam. Okay, so what are some good and bad things about living in Vietnam?
Living in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if living in Vietnam also had its own advantage. It's cheap. It's very cheap.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's very cheap. It's a little bit of polluted, and the traffic is actually very crowded. But I think that is Vietnam is if I will call it a must-live country.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There.
Okay, so this country. Okay, and okay, it's cheap. Okay, and how do you think it's cheap? Okay, can you describe what is cheaper, for example, comparing to other countries?
Compared to other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that compared to other countries, do you know about Joe Biden?
Yes, of course.
Yes. When he visiting Vietnam, do you know that don't have any security. Uh, they don't need any police to go because it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need any. They need so less police to go. With to go with the president. in case you know, in another countries, there are even hundreds of thousands of police go to like to protect the president because the killers exist everywhere. So have to be very careful. But in Vietnam, they don't have to do that. Only like 2 or 3 of them are going in. Or in 2016, do you know that Barack Obama, like eating, I don't know what kind of food, but eating in a normal restaurant in Vietnam without having to check the food. You know that the food the president eats have to go through many checkers and many steps in order to make it 100% safe. But about Obama, he don't need to check anything. He just go in court and he eat it freely. As you can see, it's very safe. It is safe, clean, friendly, and harmless country.
Okay. And can you try to compare the 3 cities? Because my friends, some of my friends are living in Hanoi, someone is living in Ho Chi Minh City, and in Da Nang. Okay, I want to hear what you think about these cities. Let's compare. Let's start, okay, with your city, Hanoi. What is something that is good, and what is something that is bad about Hanoi?
Bad.
Okay, good and bad. Okay, let's.
Considering that the traffic and like the traffic, I think that the traffic is only the thing that is bad in Vietnam. But about the good thing, it has some like a famous food that makes some people like surprised and like will eat that again because it's very delicious. Okay. And the next thing is like the I know what's the next thing. The next thing is, of course, is the land is safe. But it's clean. It's very clean. The people are very friendly and very hospitable. Okay. Yeah, I think the 2 reasons is good. Okay, and what can be bad? Be bad? I think that the traffic is only bad. Okay, traffic. Okay, now let's compare Ho Chi Minh City. Compared about Ho Chi Minh City, I think that I haven't go to Ho Chi Minh City before. Okay, what did you heard, for example, about Ho Chi Minh City? What is something, when you compare, let's say, Hanoi and something that you heard about Ho Chi Minh City? I haven't heard anything before. Okay, and Da Nang? I have been here when I'm like 5 years old, so I don't remember anything. Because of the COVID-19 epidemic, so I recently that I don't go travel nowadays. Now I don't go travels. I usually go twice a year, but right now that I don't go anymore. Okay. Okay, and would you like, for example, someday to visit Ho Chi Minh City? Yes, in case I have opportunity. Okay, and what is something interesting that you can see in Ho Chi Minh City? No, I haven't. It's called a market, the famous market in Vietnam, one of the most famous market. And it's have the Gucci tunnel. It's the tunnel that Vietnam used to fight against America. It's like an underground base. It's a bedroom, living room, toilet, or meeting room, dining room. It's it's multifunctional and everything you need, except the light. Light bulb was invented, but no electricity. So complete dark. So candles is the main source of light. And the next one is the parasites. You know the when go down the parasites, yes. So many people are like infected. Of what? Yes, many people infected. Right now, you know that it can 250 kilometers long in size. If you compare all the road together, It's 250 kilometers.
Okay,
Not
not
the
so.
same distance as my home to my grandparents' house, like in here, and then coming back. It's 250 kilometers. Do you know that people work barefoot? They're barefoot to work.
Why?
Yeah, they're down there is I think that is house underground house like that.
Can you
And
show me some? Can you show me some pictures of this?
yes,
I never.
I have a lot of pictures. Okay, so this is one of the road in there. This is the size of the road. This is the size of the road. You know, it's very like low, and if we can't stand up, so we have to like down or like I think that we have to like it's very hard to go in here. And this is the entrance. This is the entrance. You know that it's very small, right?
Yes, very
But
small.
old Vietnamese people fit here because they're very small.
Wow.
And then I think that I want to show you a trap. This is the price that the American costs because that they like treat in Vietnam. This is like a trap. You notice that this is a trap, and when like it seems like a normal grass, but when going in here, I think that this sharp things is going straight into the food. And can you imagine how like how hard it is? It's
Painful.
it's very pain. The pain is equal as when you're giving birth.
Oof.
It's like a very very hard.
Okay, that was during the war. During the war, something like this, a war in Vietnam. Is that right?
The war. This all of this is used to fight against America in 1972. And this is when we close the trap door. In the second picture, the second picture is when it's opened. So when it's closed, it seems like completely hidden. I think you can't notice if there is a base under here. Yes, you can't see it since that is when it closes, it's completely invisible. Yeah, okay. That's all the things I want to show with you.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and there's another interesting story about a people weighs 42 kilograms. That they lift a 98 kilograms worth of a box.
What?
Do you know that a people who lifts the things that are twice the weight? I will send you like the image of him. Her. I have to mention that a woman weighs 42 kilograms, lift 98 kilograms of both.
How is this possible?
Yeah, okay, I will send you like the image if I can find. Wait. It might take a while, so wait a little bit. Okay, so this is the image. When it was young, is 98 kilograms of bullet. I want to show you this picture. This, you may have noticed that the thing she's lift is 98 kilograms. This is the things he lift. He lifted 98 kilograms worth of bullet to feed into like the gun of the Vietnamese soldiers. She's only 42 kilograms, but she lifted these things at 98 kilograms. Yeah, it's like a very like a very I think that is like a very like a I can't imagine how powerful she is.
Okay. Yes, this is something that is very powerful. Okay, this is something that is really good. And in your cities like Hanoi, like Ho Chi Minh City and Da Nang, do you have museums about world history?
I know about the prison. That's not like a tourist. That is like for people, for lots and lots of soldiers who caught here and they are being tortured like dog and cats.
Why?
The France do that. So okay, so I want to show you this. Okay. So okay, so okay, so send you like a picture of the prison in 1970. It may seem a little bit black and white, but you can see it. This is the prison in 1970, and there is like a it's like a very like a okay, so wait. Okay, so that's only the image I know. And I found another image about how they recreate the prisoners. The prisoner. When I'm talking prisoners, it's actually Vietnamese soldiers being caught in here. They recreated like this. This is the prisoners. They recreated. Seems they're very happy, right? But they're being tortured. And do you know that I know about one tortures? Do you know about the trap? The trap I said to you.
Yes.
That is, they use that trap to like they caught people and put them inside. And if anyone want to escape, they being fight by I think that being fight. I think that by the long stick, or they will be shoot right in them.
So they need to fight.
Yes, if they want to escape. No, they like if any people try to escape or loud, the French can kill them with the vision of others.
Okay, I think that I understand what you want to say. Wow, this trap is really cruel.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have, yes, this is something that is interesting to see it. This Hanoi Hilton prison.
This is in Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, is this the biggest prison in Vietnam?
I think that is an abandoned prison. I think it might be the biggest.
Okay, and might be the biggest. Okay, and okay, I saw that some Vietnamese. You showed me pictures of some Vietnamese people. How about other? For example, in the war, you have prison of wars. Okay, are they the same here in the same prison? You have the same other nationalities?
No, I don't know, because the French caught the Vietnamese, like the Vietnamese soldiers, and put them in here.
Okay. And what is this now the real jail, or people can visit and see what was happening?
It is abandoned, so it changes. It changes that into a local tourist.
So
that anyone can visit it. Yes, they only They only need to buy tickets and they can go in here.
Okay. Yes, that is quite nice to interesting to see it and find out something more about your history. Well, I can see that this prison is really big. If I see,
Yeah, this is just a single part of it.
Single portrait of this museum. Okay, very nice. Now, okay, we can stop here. Okay,
Yeah.
can you please tell me, do you have any questions? It was really interesting.
No.
Okay, thank you so much for joining my class. See you next week. See you on Wednesday.
Okay.
Good night. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye. Bye.